Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a very exciting one. It's my September BOXYCHARM unboxing and try on. I literally am obsessed with everything that was in this box. So if you would like to see how I created this look using the items in this box, please keep watching. So the first thing in my box that I'm going to be trying out is this Bare Minerals foundation brush. And it has a little cap to keep its shape, so I like that. This right here retails for $28. And the boxy tip is apply your favorite foundation into the fluid reservoir, which would be that hole right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is a little hole right there. And then it says you can buff the foundation onto your skin in a swirling circular motion. So I actually have the Bare Pro foundation, the serum foundation that this brush is meant for, but it is a little bit too dark for me because I completely lost the tan that I had. It lasted me a good 2 weeks and then it was gone. So I'm just going to be putting a little bit of my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I haven't used this in a while and I love it. So I'm just going to start off and put maybe 2 drops directly in the center, as you can see. Maybe you can see that little hole better. And then I'm just going to buff it in like they said. I usually like to apply this Too Faced foundation with a sponge, but we'll see. It said to use circular motions. So far, I like how this is applying this foundation. I feel like it made that 2 drops go a long way, although I can't remember how many drops I normally use. I want to say 2 or 3, but yeah, I really like how that brush applied. So I'm just gonna add, I guess, just 2 more drops and that should be good enough. It's so weird. Not a big fan of swirling, that's for sure. I kind of like to stipple it. I think I might have been a little too, I think 3 drops would have been enough. So yeah, I like this brush. I'm more of a sponge foundation applier, but I like this brush. I didn't see any brush strokes and it doesn't look like I'm gonna have to go over any of it with a sponge, so that's nice. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some concealer and set my face, and then we'll be back to go through the rest of the stuff in the box. So I also went ahead and applied some bronzer. I used my e.l.f. bronzing palette and then I contoured with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. The next thing in here that I'm kind of excited about, because it reminds me of this blush I had from Bare Minerals 9 years ago, and they don't make it anymore, but the shade of it looks like it was my favorite at that point in time. So this is from the brand Studio Makeup, and this retails for $35 for this loose blush. I do not see what the name of it is. It just says this is a lightweight blush that provides a vibrant pop of color for the most natural, healthy look. It says to place the desired amount of product into cap of the item, ensuring you don't use too much powder. Lightly dip your brush into the cap, pick up enough, blah blah blah. But it doesn't have a shade, but it does have a peachy pink golden look to it, and it has one of those little things where you can move it so that way it doesn't spill everywhere, so I really like that. As peach as I thought it was gonna be, it's more of a natural mauve-y kind of shade. So I'm just gonna apply it with my Morphe E4. Hope that's not too much. I can't really see. So I didn't really have that much in the cap, and it looks like that's gonna be enough, so that's nice. looks like a really pretty color. Like, I think that I would reach for this again. Do I think I'd pay $35 for it? Probably not, but I do see myself reaching for this. It's really pretty. So there isn't any highlighter in the box this month, so I'm just going to take my Anastasia Sun Dipped palette. I'm taking the shade Summer. I hope it's not too dark. It should be okay. The next thing in my box is from Briogeo, and this is a really nice size. So this is the Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. This retails for $20, and it says after shampooing, massage evenly throughout hair, leave in 5 to 10 minutes before rinsing. So I've never tried the actual like cream version of this, but I did get a spray leave-in conditioner in something at one point or another, and I tried it and I used all of it. I really liked it, so I'm really excited to try this deep conditioning, what is it? Mask. Because I am blonde and my hair is like really brittle, so I saw a sneak peek of this and I was super excited. It is the MAC Brow Pencil. This retails for $18. It's like a twist off top. Oh man, I thought it was an actual pencil. So it looks like the Anastasia Brow Wiz and like the NYX pencil that I use too. What is going on here? And mine came in the shade Lingering, so I hope it's not too dark. So as most of you know, I'm not a big, huge like brow pencil fan. I like pomades or powder, so this will be interesting. Especially like when I have to use a pencil to fill in my brows when I need to get them waxed so badly. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I have a hard time. And I can already tell I'm going to have to clean up my brows because like I said, I'm all over the place when it comes to using brow pencils. Like I always have to clean up. See, look, I already messed up. I do like that the pigment is there and it seems like I'm getting like a lot of color payoff by not having to press that hard. It's just me and brow pencils don't get along. So I actually really like that MAC brow pencil. I think it's probably the best brow pencil that I've ever used, and I've used the Anastasia one, the Benefit one, and the NYX one, and I think this one might be my favorite, and I really like the shade of it. I just think I would like it more once my eyebrows were waxed and shaped because I find it like harder, like more difficult to use a pencil when my like little brow hairs are like all over the place because they need to be waxed off, but I really do like that pencil. So I know I just said that I was like really excited for that MAC brow pencil, but I was ultimately excited for this next thing I'm going to show you guys. And when I saw the sneak peek, I died a little bit. Like, oh my god, are you ready for this? It's this eyeshadow palette from Pure, and it's called, I hope I don't mess this up, it is called the Soiree Diaries. This retails for $34, and I remember seeing it on Instagram when Pure posted it. I had no idea that we were going to get it in BOXYCHARM, and I was like, oh my god, I have to go buy that as soon as it launches. And I'm glad I didn't because it came in the box. How gorgeous is this palette? Oh my god. I absolutely love all 6 of these shades right here, but it's nice because you can get like a warm eyeshadow look on this side and then a more like cooler eyeshadow look using these 6. So you guys probably already guessed I'm going in with these shades right here because who doesn't love warm shades? So I've never tried any of Pure eyeshadows, so this will be like a first impression too. So I'm first going to go in with this shade right here. It's just a matte cream shade. It's called Private Party. There is kind of a lot of fallout, and I'm just going to run this all over my lids. Next, I'm going to go in the shade called Gala, I believe, and use it as like a transition shade. And I'm using my Sigma E40. So I'm just going to buff that into my crease. So that shade isn't very pigmented. I thought it would be, so I'm gonna see if I can maybe build it up a little bit. I mean, I think it's like the perfect transition shade because you can barely see it, but you can still see it, you know what I mean? It's just not like super pigmented. Next, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here in my Morphe M433, and it's the shade Splurge. And I'm just gonna work that directly into my crease, just to define that some more and deepen it up. I was thinking I might even include it in my little mini series I was doing where I was doing 7 looks in 7 days using the same palette, because I think I could create 7 looks out of using this for sure. Next, I'm going to go in with this dark brown shade called Epic, and I'm going to focus this on my outer V. Then I'm just going to go back in and buff around the edges. I'm just going to add some more of that shade called Epic. This is such a pretty brown shade. Oh my goodness. Next, I'm going to take this pretty gold shade right here, and I'm going to try to apply it with my MAC 242 first, and then if I need to spray my brush, I will, but I just want to see what kind of pigment I'm going to get, and it's in the shade called Glitzy. Oh, it doesn't look like I'm going to need to spray my brush. Even better. So pretty. I can't believe this. Makes me want to try out some more things from Pure because I think I only have their highlighter. I don't think I own anything else from them, but this is so good. Do you guys see the pigment that I got from this using a dry brush? Can you imagine what kind of color you're gonna get if you get your brush wet first? So the only thing missing from this is a shimmery cream shade for like an inner corner highlight. It doesn't have that, so I think I'm gonna have to bounce to a different one, but let's go ahead and work on the lower lash line first and then I'll come back. So I'm just gonna be mixing the shade Splurge and Gala first and working that on my lash line. Next, I'm going to take that dark brown shade called Epic, and I'm just going to work that on the outer portion of my lower lash line. I'm not going to bring it all the way in because I just want definition on the outside. I want to leave the center of my lid pretty much open. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit of the shade Stunner. It's that really pretty like orangey red shade. And I'm just going to buff this right above my crease just for some color. But just a little bit. I feel like it was looking kind of bare out there. I'm obsessed with this palette, minus that there's no sparkly cream shade, but I can get over that. So I'm just going to go back in with this shade called Summer from the Sun Dip palette, and I'm just going to use that to highlight my brow bone in my inner corner. So I just want to try that glitzy shade we put on our lid with my finger and see it shows up even more with my finger, and it does. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this palette. Oh my goodness. It's so good. I'm obsessed. And like, look at the packaging. It's like a white gray marble. I'm obsessed with this palette. Oh my goodness. So I just went ahead and applied some liner and lashes. I need to cut these. They're like way too big for my eyes. But the last thing in my BOXYCHARM for September is this ColourPop liquid lipstick. And this retails for $6. And it's this really pretty nude shade and it's called Strip. This is like the perfect shade of lipstick to go with that eyeshadow palette. It's like a dark nude. So somehow I always forget this part, but I always mean to add everything up in the end and then see how much this box totals because it is only $21 a month. So I'm going to add it up real quick. So the grand total of this box is $141. And remember, that's not including tax or shipping. That is insane since it only costs $21. I can't, like BOXYCHARM. Ugh. So let's go over everything really quick. So first we have the Pure, what is it? Soiree Diaries eyeshadow palette. I rate this 10 out of 10. So good. I'm definitely going to be grabbing it. Then I tried out the Bare Minerals brush and I really did like this. I think I might try it. Again, I'm not a big fan of brushes for my foundation, but I did like this. So next we have the ColourPop lip color. I really like this color too. It kind of reminds me of Truffle from Dose of Colors. I really like this dark nude and I think dark nudes are going to be so gorgeous for the fall and winter time. So then we have this hair mask from Briogeo and I haven't got a chance to try this so I don't know, but I did like the spray and leave-in conditioner I told you guys about, so hopefully I like that. The next thing is this blush from Studio Makeup. It's really pretty and I can definitely see myself grabbing this, but I just don't think I would spend $35 on it myself, but it is really pretty and I know I'll use it. So next up we have the eyebrow pencil from MAC. I love the shade of it and I loved how it just kind of glided on my eyebrows and I didn't have to press very hard to get some color. I didn't do that great of a job on my brows today because they're out of control and need them waxed so badly. But I do think once I get them waxed to where they're more shaped, I'm going to really like this. So that's everything from my September BOXYCHARM. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing and try on tutorial. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and please subscribe on your way out and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.